Hi guys, who's there? You guys looking for me? I guess the people who are nocturnal don't see me during the day. I am sitting here. I just took a walk with my daughter to the mall, and we're just sitting here. Let's go. We're just sitting here. Look, they have these chairs here, and let's see. Oh my god, I have a whole bunch of things that I have open that I need to close. So walk with me. Wait up. It's not what I was trying to do. Oops. I'm walking, guys. Have a long time I don't do live. In the evening. Oops. Oh, they took the Christmas tree. They took the Christmas tree down. There was a Christmas tree here, guys. It's not here anymore. Right here. There was a big Christmas tree. Me and my daughter walk 4 miles. We walk 2 miles to the mall and back. Look at Alvin and the Chipmunks. Do you guys remember those cartoons? Ah. So we walk for miles, guys. We walk 2 miles to the mall and 2 miles back home. I've been doing it every day, just walking. Walk to the mall because that's motivation, right? If you don't like walking, pick a place that you like so that you can walk to. That way, you don't feel, I don't know, I feel excited because I'm coming to the mall. I hype myself into thinking that I'm going shopping, which I'm not. But we do manifestation walk. We put headphones on. Sometimes, we will be listening to motivational music or any type of music. Or we'll just be walking. We'll just be walking, just thinking about life or talking to each other. My daughter maybe have some things she wants to get off her chest, and maybe I have some things I'm getting off my chest, and we just walk. You know what's funny? Well, not funny, but a little scary. One day we came to the mall, and there was a coyote. Is that what you call it? There was a whole coyote over there. And as we were walking, just like now, because we walk and there's like nobody here, it kept looking at us. And every time my daughter talked, it would start looking at us, and we were so scared because, as you can see, there's like nobody here, and it just kept looking back at us. But it kept running away. It will stop when we talk, and it will look back at us. But look, we're at the mall. So we go through all these stores as we're doing our manifestation walk. If it's a full moon or a new moon, we look at the moon and we start talking about things. We start talking about our intentions, things that I plan to do or that my daughter wants to do. Today we didn't go to the gym, so this is why we're walking. We're walking, guys, because we didn't go to the gym today. Usually I do a live from the gym, but I had to go with the live that I did earlier today. After I got off of live, I had to go to the Apple store because my laptop has a crack. And I literally bought my computer like a month ago. And it has Apple Care, but it has a crack on my screen. So I had to take it. I had to take it to get fixed. And they told me that they're, after how many hours? I spent like 4 hours at the Apple store. They still with my computer, and they said they're gonna give it back like in a week. Which is okay because I don't really need my computer. I don't really use it that much. But I didn't go to the gym. Or I didn't go swimming like I usually do every day. So we're doing our walk. Usually I do the walk by myself because, sometimes my daughter doesn't want to come. I had to bribe her today to come with me. So if you're watching this might be your sign to get out of your house and go take a walk. I mean, I don't know what part of the world you're in, but move your body, guys. That's what the video earlier today was about, moving your body. And I don't just say things, I do things. And this is why I go live. I try to show you. Sometimes I really don't feel like going live, but I want to show you guys that the things that I say are the things that I do. I'm not just here on YouTube talking. The things that have really helped me has been, moving my body. Whichever way. And I find this walk really nice. It's 4 miles, but it's still really nice. And if you don't want to walk all these miles, you can always walk. Like I told you, you do things at your own pace, at your own time. Take a walk around the block 1 time. Then the next day do 2 times. And things like that. It's very important, guys, to watch videos that help you to elevate your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul, everything. Things that help you. That's what you should be watching. There's tons of video. The internet is there. It's free. YouTube is literally free. If you don't like reading, I like reading. You guys should know that I have an office where I make my videos, and I like reading books. And I also like, I have a membership with Audible, which I listen to books because in New York, where I used to live there, I used to drive a lot for an hour every day to the city or whatnot. And I used to listen to these audibles. There's a lot of self-help books out there that can help you in whatever it is that you believe you need help with. And some of us need help in every areas of our life, but you cannot fix everything in a day. So you take some time and you read 1 book at a time. And trust me, every book, every self-help book that you read, maybe you read an entire book and there's only 1 page, 1 paragraph that transforms and changes your life. There's millions of people who have been interviewed on YouTube who are successful, and they're literally there for free telling you how they did it. What do they do? And if you guys go watch these successful people, they all been through a lot of nonsense, and you only see that they're successful now, that they have this, they have that. It does not mean that their life is perfect, but it just comes to show you that you have to go through some things. You will go through some things in life, and it's okay. And it will require healing, and it will require you to do the work so that you can also be successful and, elevate in life. But if you notice, I want you to pick 5 people who you watch, because I know you guys watch people's, life, these artists or authors or whomever that's famous out there. And try to find either a book or a video. Or even if you can find them, let's say on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is. And go see what they do on a daily basis. Go watch. Go watch what they do. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Go watch what they do on a daily basis. It could be the most successful person, that billionaire, that millionaire, whatever you believe success is for you. They all have a story. They all been through something. And they all wake up early and go to the gym, take some kind of class, some type of yoga or some type of something. Either they have a gym in their house, right? So they move their body somehow. They read a lot of books, because they will always tell you, oh, I recommend this book. This book is great. Even Oprah. You guys, I don't know if you guys know Oprah. She loves reading. All of these people, they read a lot. So what does that tell you? Oh, but I don't like reading. Well, I'm giving you options. Go watch a YouTube video. Go listen to some audibles. You need to work on yourself, guys. The way you eat also. What are you eating? What are you putting in your body? And it's okay, you have burgers one day. It's okay. But don't do it every day. You know it's not good for you. Go to the gym. If you eat unhealthy and you just lay down at home because of the food that you're eating, it's making you feel like that. Lazy, that you don't want to get up, that this and that. At least if you go to the gym, you burn that and it won't have like that effect on you. But you need to do the work. You're just not going to sit there and be sad or feeling sorry about your life or the decisions that you have made. And your life is going to change. It's not going to happen. Usually people change when they have like traumatic experiences or something really bad happens to them. Unfortunately, that's how we learn. That's how we grow. And I know you probably watch videos telling you this a million times and you still haven't gotten the hint that you should do this. If you're watching this, there's something that you're not doing that you should be doing. It could be all those things, not just one thing. Richard. Hi, Richard. Richard, are you home? I just got home from a long day at the mechanic and work. I'm about to take a shower, eat something, go to sleep. Yes, reading books is great, especially audibles. Yes. Have you been doing that, Richard? Have you been moving your body? What have you been doing? Because we've been talking about it. But have you been doing it? I've been steadily, there have been some days, like the holidays, that I was home alone and I was just in bed. I didn't really want to do anything but eat and lay down. Literally what I did was eat and lay down during the holidays. My kids were in New York and I was just home, eating and laying down, processing the being alone for the holidays. And, thinking about my life, my choices, and the things that I have been doing, and the things that I need to work on. And it's been very interesting because, this healing journey, as people say, is not easy. It's not easy. It looks and sounds amazing. It's not. And, I'm gonna start I keep saying I'm gonna start just telling you guys all the things that I've been through because it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And everybody that knows me personally will be shocked because I do not look like what I've been through. If you look at my Instagram or my life, or if you know me in person, you're like, no way, you're like the luckiest girl. People think I'm the luckiest girl alive. That I was born with like a flower in my head. And you know that life's just been roses. And when they hear some of my stories, because some I have shared publicly, they're like, no way. Because, you know, people look at your stories. They look at your Instagram or whatever it is. They see what you post. They know you in real life. That you have a business, you have houses, you have this, you have that. How could you possibly be going through all these things? And we were literally watching you. You didn't look like you were going through anything. Girl, girl, I've been through a lot. I sure have. But you know, I have to say that the people that can go out on YouTube or whatever platform to help others, to share their stories so others can learn at least one thing, right? Because I don't know it all. So you can uplift others. When people come to me and I can help them, just with a word of encouragement, you're helping someone. You don't know who's down, who's laying down somewhere. Like today I called someone. For some reason, this person was on my mind. And I'm like, why I keep thinking about this person? And I'm like, why I keep thinking about this person? So I call the person and I'm like, hey, how are you? Happy New Year. It's kind of awkward, right? And I'm like, well, you know, we're talking about me, my kids, and da da da. And I'm like, well, I don't know why, right? Because I don't know. It gets weird sometimes to tell people, well, I was thinking about you. There's something wrong. Because then people get spooked. But, you know, I was like, so, you know, you've been on my mind. How are you? I've been trying to get in contact with you. Because it's true. I've been sending this person messages for a couple of days now. For some reason, I felt the need to, like, talk to this person. You know, like, hey, how are you? How was the holidays? No response from this person. So I decided to call today because the person was on my mind, like heavily on my mind. And what in the world? The person said, you know, for the past couple of hours, I've been sitting here in my car outside. And I felt the person's sadness. And I said, but you know, I've been messaging you for a couple of days now since the holidays and you haven't responded. Oh, I haven't even seen those messages because, you know, this is what they said. They said, I don't know what's wrong. They said, oh, it's going to be a little dark, guys, here. They said, I don't know what's wrong with me, but since the holidays, I've been like spaced out. I've been just thinking about life. And right now, as you call me, I was just sitting here for hours in my car. And these are the kind of things. Just one encouraging word that you can tell a friend or a person that you know can help them. Maybe all they need to hear is, you know what? I believe in you. You're going to be okay. Go take a walk. I don't know, something. It's going to help someone. Especially when you've been through so much. I can seriously understand the person because before I decided to move here to Arizona, I sat in my car, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate. I sat in my car numerous of times in New York, and I would just get home and I would sit in my driveway inside my car just thinking about stuff, thinking about life, thinking about whatever is bothering me, just thinking. And sometimes you're going through situation internally, emotionally, traumas and things that you need to work on, and you don't know how to, or you don't even know that there's a way to help yourself. You don't even know that, right? But you're going through all these things and you think it's like normal for you to feel this way. You don't want to feel this way, but you don't know how to get out of it. There's millions of ways, but if you don't know, right? Because I hear some people say online, oh, you're like that because you want to, blah, 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 and talking all this nonsense. If you don't know that you can help yourself to improve your mind, the way you think, get rid of the negative thoughts and all those, and how to regulate your body and all the feelings and stuff like that, you don't know. Unless you come across a video, like let's say this one, and you're listening to it and you're like, oh my God, really? There's a way that I'm feeling so sad. There's something that I can do to not feel like this. Yes, you can work on yourself and learn how to regulate your body and learn the different things that you can do to improve your life, to heal all those traumas and all those things. And the first thing is to realize that there's a problem, that there's something wrong. Most people don't even realize that. They don't even know there's nothing wrong with them. Well, I saw my grandma, she went through this. I saw my mom, she went through this. So this must be life. This must be normal. And that's not true. Sometimes we're the ones that need to break the cycle, the pattern of the things that's been going on in generations, in our whole family. Because if you sit down and you analyze your family and you're like, well, I'm a girl and all the women in my family, do they have good husbands? Wow, no, they're all narcissists. They all mistreat them. They all abuse them. And my husband is the same way. What's the problem? Can we all be wrong? You have to self-analyze yourself, guys. And realizing that you have a problem and that there's a solution to it, that you can work on it, I think that would be the first step. And the greatest thing on earth is that YouTube, when you watch one video about healing, you will get millions of YouTube videos on healing. And you might come across that one that's going to change your life. But you need to want to do the healing. You need to want to do the work. It's not going to happen magically. And moving your body, like I told you guys, is the first step. Go to that gym. Take that Zumba class. Dance. Do something. Don't stay home sad thinking about your situation. And like I said, go analyze 5 people that you admire and see what they've been through and see what they do in their daily life. I mean, there's a lot of people that are, private and don't really share what they do. But most of them had, oh my God, guys, look. Most of them had interviews, and they will tell you exactly what they have been doing and exactly what changed their life, exactly what happened. They will tell you in those interviews. Go watch them and learn some things. But staying home, staying sad, not wanting to do anything. You go to work and you come home and you don't want to go out. You just want to stay home by yourself. And some of you, like me, some of you like me don't even want to leave the house. You're like, nah, forget people. I don't want to be near no one. I've been hurt so many times. I've been through so much. I don't want to be around anybody, which is literally me, you know. But you know, we only live once. We have to make sure that we're enjoying this life, and being sad and you know, just feeling like a victim of life. Oh, but I've been through so much. And thinking also that you're the only one that's going through these things, it is not healthy for you. You're not the only one going through whatever it is you're going through. There's millions of people who go through the same thing. And there are ways. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be an addiction. It could be a mental health issue. It could be whatever it is. There is someone out there who figured out how to do life with the same situation that you're in now. And they got out victoriously, and they lived a very nice, beautiful life. There's millions of people just like you. You just got to do your research. Look up whatever it is on YouTube. Millions of videos are going to come up. And I'm sure that the right one will come in front of you. But you need to decide, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. I need help. I'm going to heal my situation. I'm going to help myself. And even if you don't know what's coming in the future, moving your body, eating healthy, feeding your mind, loving yourself and taking care of you, you don't even have to worry about the situation that you're in. Just focus on doing that and focus on today. Focus on the now. How are you feeling right now? I'm feeling good right now. I'm healthy right now. I'm able to walk. I'm here making a video right now. That's all I should be worried about. These thoughts about the situation that I'm going through, the emotional, you know, trauma and things that I've been going through for the past 9 years, how is that helping me right now? It's not. I shouldn't be thinking about that. And if I'm having those thoughts, I should be able to tell myself out loud, Carolina, why are you thinking about these things right now? You're walking, you're talking on YouTube. This is beautiful. Look at all these trees and these cactuses. Why are those thoughts coming to your mind? Right? You need to self-analyze yourself. That's what I call it, self-analyze. If you're overweight, looking in the mirror every day, oh my God, I'm overweight. Oh my God, I'm so fat and ugly. It's not gonna help you. Let me tell you. And everything is a process, and it takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. You know, I wish it did. I wish it happened. I wish some things happen overnight, but it doesn't. Healing takes time, and you will relapse, and you know, and you will be triggered until you learn how to set boundaries, until you learn to block people in real life, until you learn to stay away. You don't need to be around people who hurt you or that make you feel sad or mad or whatever. I don't care if they're family or not. I don't care who they are. They could be your pastor. Who said you need to be around them? And you know, all these books and all these things, go to a library, go to the section of self-help and look around. I am pretty sure 100% the book you put your hands on at first is the book that you need for whatever it is right now. James, long time, Happy New Year. Oh, James, Happy New Year. Sorry, I'm just watching this. Yes, I have, I work mostly. I do need to move more though. 40 Boom. Oh, 40 Boom, how are you? I missed you guys. I really did. I need to come on here and rant. I need to come here and rant. You know what it is, guys? It seems like so many of us are going through similar situations in the way that people feel mentally stuck. They don't have the information. They don't know what to do. They want to improve their life. They want to change their life. And instead of looking for solutions on how to improve their life, for some reason, they get stuck in a, why me, God? Why is this happening? But then they don't move or do anything about it. They don't look for that book. They don't read that book. They don't even watch a video. Some of them are so stuck in their head that they will just, be in their room, go to work, come home, and go to sleep. And some will even blame God and say, God, why do I have this life? And that's not the way, We all walking a different path, a different journey. And you need to sit, like I keep saying, you need to sit your behind down. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down. You could even do it in bed at night. I don't care when you do it. Analyze your life. Sit down with a piece of paper and analyze your life. Am I happy where I live? It's a yes or no. You don't need to think about that. Am I happy where I work? And if you're not happy where you live, where would you like to live? What would be the perfect scenario for you? If you're not happy with your job, what would you like to do? What would be your perfect schedule? Write it down. If you're not happy with your weight, I don't know, how much do you want to weigh? And then after you identify every situation or problem you think you have, right? You don't have to do it the same day. You first identify, analyze your life. Am I happy with my partner? How is my family? You can sit down and be like, how is my family? Are they all happy? Are they all happily married? What is something that I see that's happening and it's a pattern in my family? What is the issue? You will know. You will definitely know what's the pattern in your family. Oh, in this family, they all go to jail. In this family, they all cheat. In this family, I don't know, they're all thieves or whatever it is. You know the problem in your family. You know what that is. But you need to sit down and identify these things. And after you identify all the things around you that you want to change, it could be the phone. I want the 17. I don't want this phone. Identify what I don't like or want or the problem, right? And then after you identify the problem, you don't have to do it the same day because it might be a lot for you. Me, I like fantasizing. I like sitting down and writing down the perfect life that I'm gonna have. And and when I go to sleep, I will literally fall asleep daydreaming and playing in my head the movie of the amazing life that I'm having. You get to do that. You get to, you could sit down right now or stand up or whatever it is that you are. Close your eyes and picture yourself on the beach. It's freaking free. It's freaking free. People say, oh, those are dreams. They're not going to happen. Well, guess what? Do it every day. Take 5 minutes to daydream. Picture yourself in your perfect life. And tell me how it manifested in your life and what happened. Because I would love to know. I really would love to know. You guys need to, get out of your heads and know that there's a lot of possibilities. But you need to get out of your mentality. And it's not your fault that you think the way you do. It's not your fault that you were born in the family that you were born. It's not your fault the situation that's been happening to you. It's not your fault. But you know what? It is your responsibility as an adult to sit down, analyze your life. Because it's free to analyze your life, right? If you don't have a pen and paper, you have a phone. Write it in your notes. And say, you can even record yourself if you're that lazy. Record yourself and talk to yourself. Make a video of yourself analyzing your life. And you know what, Carolina? The problem is you don't like doing your hair. And your hair be looking crazy on live. And we need to fix it. And then you think, how can I fix that? And it's free, right? Analyzing, identifying the problem, and finding the solution is automatic. It's free. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to move from where you are to do these things. But I don't want you to do it today and then forget about it. No. I want you to go back to that list every day and look at it and be like, how can I change this? And you don't need to have the answers. When you start questioning yourself, the answers will come to you. And another thing you can do is do a vision board. I have a video about how I was doing a vision board. I did it on live, even though it was an amazing video, because I went and went to see a sunset and all those things. But you can do a vision board, and a vision board is just a cardboard box or whatever piece of thing, and you put you print pictures of all the things that you want in life and put it on there, and make sure you see it every day. I heard someone saying, and it's something that I have done also, you can take affirmations and print it out or write it on a paper, and if you live alone, and it's okay, post it all around your house. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. And don't dream small. Think about this. If you could daydream, right? Because it's free. Why would you daydream of something small? Why would you, I don't know, daydream of like a studio apartment when you're daydreaming and it's free and you can do whatever you like? Why you can't daydream of a castle somewhere? I don't know, in the middle of a freaking island that you own? And sometimes we try to do that, or we don't want to do that because we're limited in our mind. If you can't sit somewhere and picture yourself in a big castle, dressed like a prince or princess or whatever, and having billions of dollars, that means your mind is limited because it's free. So what's the problem? Why you can't daydream that? Why? If you have an issue with that, or you're like, oh, that's not gonna happen, that's all nonsense, but you're daydreaming, you're playing pretend, what's the problem? Why you can't do it? Nothing's gonna happen, so what does it matter? Get out of the box, guys. Work on yourself, work on that mind. Make some things happen, guys. Make some things happen. Make some things happen. I wish I could take a microphone and stand like on top of the world and be like, hey, humans. I don't know. Because it's really, you see the pattern of the people that come to you, and it's like they're all with the same limited mindset, and not having the information is the issue. If you were brought up a certain way, how could you possibly know? How could you possibly know that exercise is good for your health, and all these diseases and things that your family have, they can improve by the way you eat and the way that you take care of your body? How do you know that when they don't teach you that in school and your parents didn't know? So, you cannot sit there and just blame yourself. And I also don't want you to sit there and accept a situation in this lifetime that you don't want to live. If you're living in a condition, if you're living in a situation right now that you don't like it, you don't want it, I want you to know that you can change it no matter what it is. No matter what it is, you can change it. Look for the solution because it's there. There's a solution to everything. Absolutely everything. I don't care what it is. And guess what? Sometimes there's situations in our life that, let's say, for example, you know, you need to leave where you have lived all your life because you don't have enough to keep paying for it or whatever, or you're getting evicted or whatever it is. And there's nothing that you can do, and you're in the process of moving. I don't even know why I'm talking about moving and evicted and stuff like that. But even if you're in the process of doing that, I want you to think positively and say, you know what? There's something better somewhere else for me. This house is not for me. And where I'm going to go or move to is going to be better for me. And I'm going to elevate and improve my life and grow. I wasn't growing here. That's why God moved me. Because sometimes God will take something from you or move you from a place so that you can grow and evolve, and you don't even know why. You're over here arguing and fighting with God. And you guys need to stop doing that. You guys seriously need to stop doing that. You ask God, God, please get me out of this situation. I need a better life. I want to grow, whatever. And then God puts you in an uncomfortable situation where you're going to grow. And you're over here mad at the world and mad at God because whatever you're going through. No, whatever you're going through, you're supposed to go through it. So you can learn, evolve, grow, whatever it is. So you could gain experience. Who knows? You're probably going to be a teacher. And you're going to teach people how to, I don't know, not be upset when you're getting kicked out or whatever it is. You guys need to seriously get it together. Get it together, guys. Get it together. I also don't have everything together. I'm working on myself. Lord knows that the amount of books that I have been reading is just insane. And then to apply the things that you learn is crazy. And sometimes it doesn't work out the same way as you're reading it. And sometimes you're meditating and grounding and whatever, and somebody calls you and they trigger you and you just want to like be upset, and you become your old self. And then you start questioning yourself, well, I've been healing for a whole year and all of a sudden they call me and I'm triggered. Am I really healed? Nobody finished healing. You can work on yourself. You can self-regulate. You can learn how to do things to move your energy and to release that projection, negative energy, whatever that is. And the path doesn't get easier. The challenges will still be there, but guess what? Every time there's a projection and you feel sad, instead of you staying in bed, depressed, and crying for 3 months, now when that happens and you get upset or sad or whatever it is, or you get triggered, you bounce back in a day. You're upset today, cry today, get triggered today, but tomorrow morning you wake up and you're like, you know what? I'm ready for this world. Let's go. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go swim. I'm going to go read me a book. That's the difference. That's the only difference. There's no other difference. That's the only difference. It doesn't get, it's not like the challenges in life stops. It's not like you're all healed and the healing stops. No, it doesn't. But if you learn how to do these things to regulate, your emotions, to transmute negative energy, to notice when the energy is not yours, when it's a projection or what is whatever, you will start hopping around, right? Because life is like an obstacle course. You just keep hopping around through every obstacle. And people think that nothing's happening in your life and you're like going through so much, but you know how to handle it better. And hopefully you guys learn how to do that. Hopefully you guys can do that. And that's where I want you guys to all be. And if there's something out there that you tried and that you do and that works for you and helps you in whatever situation, you can always comment on any of my videos and be like, yo, you know what? I went, I don't know, stargazing one day and I was really depressed and that changed my life. For some reason, I came out renewed. I don't know. Leave me in the comments and let me know so I can try it too. Because we're all experiencing different things and different things helps us. And there's a lot of things out there that I'm sure I don't know about that will improve my life greatly, but I don't know about it. Like, for example, who knew? I didn't know that you could get a trainer and a nutritionist that work together. And this is how most wealthy people, they maintain their body and weight and whatever. They learn how to eat. They learn how to exercise. They learn all these things. I guess I never had the time to stop and think about those things. You know what? Am I eating right? But I guess when you grow up not having much and always working and being in a constant struggle with life and just trying to survive, you don't have time to sit and think about these things. Who thinks about that? You know? Oh, you know what? How can I eat better? Let me learn how to eat. People that are struggling or going through challenges don't do that. We don't got time for that. We don't. And that's reality, and I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I think I've been on both ends of the spectrum of having and not having, and the imbalance and the inequality, and it's just not right, man. It's really not right. It's really not. It's really not. It's not, growing up in a family where the parents know how to eat healthy and what's good for you, and know the importance of exercise, and know the importance of reading books, and teaching that to their kids since they're young, and those kids grow up going to the gym, going to classes, being in sports, reading a lot of self-help books and businesses and stuff like that. And when they're in their 20s, they already have a business running. They already read 1,000,000 books. They already know what to eat. How is that fair for us who our parents did not know? They didn't know. Well, they still don't know. For me, they still don't know. How can I go tell my mom, you know what, we haven't been eating correctly. And you know what, you have high blood pressure, but let me put you in the gym. Everything takes time, and everything you get, it's like a way of living, a healthy lifestyle. It's not something that you throw someone into that. And even you guys that are, looking at this video, most of you will start the gym and stop. After a week, after 2 weeks, whatever it is, and be very inconsistent. Why? Because you're not used to that. Can't compare yourself with someone who's been going to the gym since they're 10 or 12 because their mom is fit and they do that. And their mom read the books and they know of the importance of staying healthy. And that's something that it really bothers me, because I don't think it's fair. I really don't. And I seriously think that the things that I talk about should be taught in a school. They should be taught at school. Since you're young. It doesn't matter if you're in a private school or public school. They should teach you, you know what? You need to move your body. You need to eat healthy. You need to read books, self-help books. It's good to start a business. I don't know. I'm ranting away. I'm almost home, guys. I'm almost home. I don't know if during my manifestation walk, like I told you guys, there's things that I do and I don't want to go on live. Why? Because today I'm just talking about stuff during my walk. But most of the time I'm listening to my nice, wonderful music about how life is amazing. Or I'm just quietly walking. Not just talking, but I really hope that you watching this video, just know you didn't see this by mistake. Go move your body. Learn how to eat healthy. Try, because again, it's not something that you're gonna do overnight. It's not something you need to get used to everything. They say anything you do for 21 days, it sticks. You can do that. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are going through a lot of situation, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. They don't got time to be thinking about anything else. But you need to push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Go move your body. Go read a book. If you don't want to read a book, get an Audible or go on YouTube and search whatever topic it is and watch it. There's a lot of people with a lot of good information out there. But there are a lot of people just talking nonsense. But there's a lot of people with good information out there that can help you. And I know it's good to watch, funny videos and dumb videos, which are the ones that get a lot of like. But you shouldn't be bothered by those things. You need to focus on you, right? Sit down, analyze your life. What is the problem? What I need to fix? What is the solution? How can I start? And start slow. I'm not telling you to go and you have, I don't know, a list of like a million things you need to work on. And overnight, you're going to fix everything. No. Like for me, I'm 41. 41 years of not doing something. All of a sudden, I'm going to jump into it and start doing it. That's not realistic. Hi, Willie. Stay grounded. Where are you walking to at this hour of the night? It is 9 p.m., Willie, here. I'm doing my manifestation walk, which I'm walking back, actually, from where I was. But I'm walking back from where I was. I walked 4 miles. I didn't go to the gym today, so that's why I'm taking my walk. And I decided to do a live because I don't know, you know what it is that, we're all going through different things. And when people come and tell me the things what they're feeling, and there's nothing that I can do physically to help them. Like I can't grab your hand and take you to the gym. I can't grab your hand and have you take a walk. If you're sad, if you're mad, if you're whatever. I mean, I used to do that. I used to hold people's hand, thinking that they were going to fix themselves and be different. But I'm not in that era anymore. You can't make someone change. You can't make someone fix themselves. They need to want to. And if the things that you're telling them, they think is nonsense, is not true. You're just talking nonsense and da 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 da. And you know what's another thing? A lot of people wish for the life of me. I don't understand. A lot of people will ask you for advice because they see you're doing well, what appears to be that you're doing super well in life, right? People will see your life and hold on, guys. Hey, I am getting home. What happened? Look, guys. Yes, I still have my Christmas tree up. Well, I wanted to come and sit in my chair. Hey, baby. Ratita de mamá que está una preciosa. My cat is sitting in my chair. Right here. I guess I'll sit on the floor, right? Who am I? I'm not the owner of this house. I'm just, right, Bella? She's just looking at me. She's just looking at me like, this is not your house. This is my house. Wow, Leanne, you know where the stand, huh? Where the stand for my phone is? Hold on, guys. Let me see if I find the stand for my phone, because this is not gonna work. Ooh. I don't know where the stand for my phone is. Anyways, don't judge me because I don't know. Don't judge me because I have my Christmas tree up. Tell me who told you guys that I need to take my Christmas tree down in December? I can have my Christmas tree up till September. Guess what? It's my house and I could do whatever I want. So, stay grounded. Don't be hitting you with the boyfriend question. Don't be hitting you with the boyfriend questions. What? What are you saying? Willie, I don't know what you're saying. Who's hitting me with the boyfriend question? What is the boyfriend questions? I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready for a boyfriend either. So, and in case you want to know what I'm doing, I was actually taking my shoes off. That's what I was doing. Can you guys see me great? Oh, well, my cat decided to leave the chair when I sat on the floor. I guess I could sit in my chair now and talk to you guys for a little bit. Right? Just for a little bit. It's 9:20, guys. 9:20. Ooh. 9:20. Anyways, what was I telling you? Oh, baby, what are you doing? What I was telling you guys. Hi, Kamar. Good morning. How are you? How are you feeling today? What I was telling you was that people will ask for your advice, right? Because they will look at your life and they would kind of believe that you're doing well for yourself. So they want to know what are the tricks or the ritual for living the life that you're living. And when you tell them the things that you're doing, because I come on here and everything I tell you guys that I'm doing is what I'm doing, they don't want to believe you. When I say, when you tell them, well, I ground every day, put my feet on the ground, and I face the sun and I just sit there in stillness, they're looking at you like, you're doing, there's got to be a ritual. There's got to be some magical woo-woo thing that you're doing. That's not what you're doing in your life. Okay? I sit in stillness. I read a lot of books. Nah, it can't be those books. It's gotta be something else. You're just lucky. You just grew up lucky. And like, people don't want to hear the truth of what you're doing. They don't want to believe that you have a relationship with God, that you talk to God daily. They don't want to hear that you ground yourself. You feel better, Kumar, after seeing me? What are you doing outside at this time of night? Where are you going? I came home. I was just walking outside with my daughter. Yeah, if I had a boyfriend, well, not a boyfriend, but if I had a husband, I don't know. If I had a husband, I'd probably be going to the gym early and I wouldn't be able to go out at night. Or he would be taking the walk with me. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys had a girlfriend and she wanted to take a walk at night, would you want her to do it at a different time? Because it's 9 p.m. now. I'm home. But I usually take the walk around 6 p.m. So I don't know. I guess when I have a husband, I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm doing. But for now, people don't want to believe you when you're telling them. And it's very easy. It looks very easy. Grounding yourself, sitting in stillness, reading books. It looks very easy. And because it looks easy, it cannot be that. There's got to be something hard that you're doing, or physically, or some woo-woo magic thing, or something. Or you're just a lucky person and I'm unlucky. That's what most people think, that they're unlucky and that you're lucky. But they don't even know half of the stuff that you go through. They only see what you show them. Especially for me now, I am like on live and I'm babbling off a lot. More than what I should. But the reason why I do this is because people think that you're lucky. People think that you're not going through something just because of what they see. If you have a business, if you have a nice car, if you have a nice house, does not mean that you don't go through things. It does not mean that you don't get cheated on. It doesn't mean that if you have a rich husband and they cheated on you because they're rich, it hurts you less because you have a nice car, they provide for you. It hurts as much as you being with the broke boyfriend. When you have anything traumatic happen in your life, it hurts no matter what your status is. You're human. It hurts the same way. And for some reason, people don't understand that. People believe that certain people, they're not going through anything. Nobody sits here on social media or YouTube and talks about their problems. Except for me, because I don't care. Before, I didn't really talk much. Now I'm willing to share and tell everybody anything that happened to me, because I need whomever is watching me to know I go through things. And these are the things that I have been doing to better myself. So you can take that out of your mind, that certain people, my neighbor or that artist or that whomever, that they're not going through things. Haven't you seen like many artists and famous people, they go through so many things and they don't say anything, and you see that they have like the perfect life for like 10 years. And then one day, everything blows up everywhere. That's something crazy happening in their life, and you're like, oh, but they have such an amazing life. It could not be possible. That has been happening for years, and it just exploded. So, people need to get out of that mentality that you're the only one going through stuff. We're all going through things just different ways. Someone might not have food. Someone else might not have clothes. Someone else might not have a boyfriend. Someone else might not have a job. We all have something to work on. couples at gym, sometimes it might lead to an argument more than just working out. Really, Willie? Have you been with your partner? I seriously feel that if in my past relationship I would have been going to the gym with the person, we would have been both moving our body and de-stressing our body, and maybe we would have been at a different place. Because there was a lot of things, it's a good thing that you mentioned that, because what comes to mind is when you have a relationship and one elevates and grows and the other one doesn't, you sit and think, what have the person that's elevating and growing, what have they been doing? And what have the other person who's not growing and elevating, what didn't they do? You just know how to save your money, and some people have to spend all the time. So that's why things work out for certain people. You think it's because people save money? I'm not a saver. I'm not a saver. I'm not a saver. I am not a saver. I really hope that the person that I'm with knows a lot about finances. Because I don't. Because I seriously I don't. But they say that God will send you a partner that has what you lack. But going to the relationship. So now that I'm thinking about it, why have I elevated and the other person that I was with did not elevate? What was I doing and what was the person I was with not doing? One, I go to the gym, keep my body moving. The other person doesn't. I read books or listen to books. The other person doesn't. I try, because I don't do it all the time, I've been trying to eat healthy. The other person doesn't. I go get a massage once a month, once a week, whatever. For the past 9 years, I have been doing that. The things that I'm telling you guys to do. The other person, no, doesn't do that on a regular basis. So there's a huge difference in how one person elevates and the other one doesn't. What are those people doing differently? I just told you what the difference has been. And it's true. It's true for me. Because I can sit the same way I'm telling you guys to sit and analyze your life. I sit here and I'm thinking, what have I been doing that I've been elevating for these 9 years? And what has the other person not been doing that they haven't been elevating? And the things that I've been telling you guys to do, move your body, read self-help books, eat healthy, learn what to put in your body, right? Regularly check yourself, go get a physical, whatever that is. Get massages and things like that. Learn get and do different things to better your health, right? Inform yourself. The other person doesn't do any of that. So how could they possibly elevate and grow? Now that I'm here and I'm sitting and I'm thinking about all these things and I'm analyzing, because the same way I'm asking you guys to sit and analyze your life, I have been forcibly sat down in Arizona to analyze a lot of things. And now I can think about those things, and it's been true for me. I can see now. Like if you're going to take a trip, what is the first thing that you do to stay grounded? Like if I'm going to take a trip, what do you mean? We are going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Ready to explore little Einstein. If I'm going to take a trip, what is the first thing that you do to stay grounded? You're talking about like if I'm going on a vacation? Like if I'm going on vacation? What do I do to stay grounded? The things I've been telling you guys to do, I do them every day. Or you're talking about if I'm on vacation, what do I do to stay? I still do the same things. You know, you don't have to be in a specific place. Like I could just sit here, right? And close my eyes. And just sit quietly without having any thought. And just picture a white light over my body. And just do that for 1 minute, 2 minutes, for however long you want. If you work on your breathing, in and out, in and out. They have breathing exercises on YouTube. Just breathing, focusing on your breathing. That will help you stay grounded. Taking a shower. The intention that you put in the water that's coming out of the shower. The intention that you put in the bottle of water that you drink every day. There's a lot of things that I do during the day to stay grounded. If I do something out of the ordinary, like for example, like right now I'm sitting with you guys, and for some reason I feel the need to, stop the live and ground myself, burn some sage, Palo Santo, meditate. Meditate is just to sit in stillness, read the Bible, whatever works for you. It's because I felt an energy or something that's not mine. Like I could be sitting right here and all of a sudden I feel upset. I feel like smacking someone. That's not my energy, right? Because I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you guys. I am very happy. I am very normal. This is how I normally am. I'm here with, with my pets. Just in a very peaceful, nice, calm environment. If all of a sudden I feel an urge, I don't know, to start throwing things or being upset or whatever it is, I don't know how to explain it, but you will feel it. If you sit long enough with yourself, you know what stillness looks like for you. And when you're sitting in a normal day, like I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, all of a sudden you feel sad and you feel like crying. That's not your energy. So you need to learn to sit with yourself so that you can get to know yourself well enough so that then when there's any energies or any projection or anything coming your way, you can feel it. And you can stay grounded and you can do things to remove that energy from you. But if you don't notice that there's anything wrong, how can you possibly fix it? Like again, if you don't know there's a problem, how are you going to fix it? You don't know there's anything wrong. If you're constantly angry, upset, or I don't know, depressed or whatever, a little more depressiveness and sadness and angriness, you're not going to notice. If you're constantly have your body and your energy in chaos, you're not going to notice something's wrong. You need to be in a peaceful, calm state to notice any energies that are not yours and that you need to work on. There might be things in your house that trigger you. And sometimes you're triggered and you don't even know because you live your life in such chaos that you don't notice what's going on. And I don't even know how to explain that in a way for you guys to understand that you need to sit in stillness long enough. And when I say long enough, I mean consistency. I don't mean just sit one day for 8 hours. No. That's not what I mean. Hi, David. How are you? That's not what I mean. I mean consistently, like every day, sit in stillness. and try not to have a thought. And if you have a thought, remove that thought, right? I have videos on this. There's tons of videos out there on how to quiet your mind. Google it. Put it on YouTube. How to quiet your mind. And all you have to is just say, stop. I wish to have no thought right now. Like if I want to sit here quietly and all of a sudden I start thinking about, I don't know, something really terrible that happened or whatever, and it's bringing sadness to me. But all I'm trying to do is sit here in stillness and be grounded, right? You can say, I don't want to have this thought. I would like to sit in stillness. I do not want this. No, go away. Whatever it is, however you want to say it. You are allowed to do that. And you need to be consistent in order for the thought to quiet or to go away completely. Me, I have total control of my mind. Oh, well, total control. To an extent, right? Because I was recently triggered and I questioned myself. Like, I've been here for 1.5 years working on myself, and all of a sudden one day I'm just gonna go crazy and my nerve system was all over the place. And I had to sit and be like, Carolina, what's going on? Why are you being triggered? What's the problem? We learn how to ground ourselves. We learn how to regulate ourselves. We learn, right? Nothing. The next day I woke up and I didn't even think about what happened the day before. But, there's some people that purposely come in your life to trigger you. If they see that you're calm, you're peaceful, you're living a peaceful life, and they're living a chaotic life and they don't know what to do with their life, they want to come and confuse you so you don't do what you have to do in your life. If you're going to plan for a trip, how will you prepare yourself for that trip? Stay grounded. Is that I am a little bit tired, so don't quote me on my sentence. What? You're a little bit tired, Willie. I'm still trying to understand if you're going on a trip, how will you prepare yourself for that trip? When you ask that question, I think about you get a suitcase and you pack your bag. You pack your bags. My question is, why would you have to stay grounded for a trip? I mean, you should stay grounded every day because it's a lifestyle. It's not just something that you do. I tell you guys, it's not something that you do sometimes. You can meditate, sit in stillness before you go to sleep. Close your eyes. Doesn't take that long. Something really cool also that you can do. Try this at home, guys. To get these headphones, well, my daughter told me that they have sleeping headphones, but I wish I had some, but I don't. I don't even know what they look like, but they have sleeping headphones. But I have fallen asleep a couple of times with my headphones on, listening to positive affirmations while I sleep. If you're constantly having bad thoughts, negative thoughts, you're trying to battle your mind, but your mind won't shut up and it won't stop, try it. Go to sleep with, a video or Audible or whatever on positive affirmations. Amazing, guys. Amazing. It really is amazing. You guys should try it. And I think Willie fell asleep on me. Willie, you fell asleep on me. I'm still trying to understand how you want to prepare for a trip and stay grounded. I mean, the best thing is just have a conversation with God and say out loud how you want this trip to go. For example, I want to go to Tahiti. So Me staying grounded for this trip. God, I'm gonna have this trip to Tahiti. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and I'm so excited. And I don't know, is that the type of grounded that you're that you're talking about? Not being nervous about the trip, because some people get nervous about trips and stuff like that. I really don't have those. I usually get excited because for me everything is an adventure. So going to the airport, you know, seeing the different restaurants and places and shops and whatever, for me is exciting. um you know, traveling for however hours, and you know, take a book with you, or an audible, or something to read, or something to see, or even a journal, and journal while you're on your trip, or just go to sleep. But for me it's like an adventure. Everything is an adventure, so I get excited. I'm like, oh my god. Like, for example, I mean, you know, we're not all the same. The littlest thing for me and my daughter is like so exciting. I remember we went on this trip. We were going to New York, I think. And we will stop at the different shops and at the airport, and we would just look around. And we saw this, I mean, still in love with them. I saw these socks that they're so soft. I don't know what they're called, but they're so soft and just amazing and nice and warm for when you're at the airport and you're traveling. And that alone, the socks, made me and my daughters day. My daughters, they were like, oh my god, well, let's get matching socks. And these socks are so soft. Oh my god, they're so nice. But that's just me. A lot of people have different way of seeing life and adventures and things and trips and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. My form of joy might be different from yours. And that's okay. It really is. It's 9:44, guys. I am gonna get off of here because it's been 82 minutes. I need a nice shower and I need to go lay down. But you know what? I feel like cleaning. Yes, I feel like cleaning. It's 9 p.m. And I'm gonna clean and mop my floors with ammonia. And burn some Palo Santos and open the windows. Because I don't know. I'm feeling some things, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hope you guys have an amazing day, night, wherever you are, guys. Thank you for joining me. Let me know how this video helped you, if it helped you at all. Is there anything you want to share? Any of my videos? Comment, like, subscribe, hype the video, guys. And also, let me know what are some things that you do to stay grounded. Because Willie wants to know. What are some things that you do to stay grounded when planning a trip? Bye, guys.